Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to D. Nicole Speaks. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get those notifications. And let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. All right, guys. So I am back with another video. Again, like I said, if this is your first time here, guys, make sure you subscribe. If it's not your first time, still subscribe. If you're loving the video, subscribe. All right. So today we're talking about DJ Akademiks. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the whole fiasco with an old audio clip that came and resurfaced. A lot of things have been resurfacing nowadays, but this one right here caught the attention of a lot of people because of its nature. So allegedly he is talking about, messing with minors, having sex with minors, specifically at the age of 17, minors who are at the age of 17. So just stay tuned. I give my commentary at the end. I'm going to go through the whole story and then we'll talk about it. All right, so it says DJ Akademiks is facing heavy criticism for comments he made 8 years ago. So that would have probably made him around the age of 20. So comments that he made 8 years ago where he talks about seeing no difference between having sex with an underage girl versus one above the age of consent. So it goes on to say DJ Akademiks is usually caught up in scandals, and while many women have called him misogynistic and hateful, even men are now calling him out as a pedophile after the disgusting comments surfaced. Wow. So, when I first read it, and I read it several times just to make sure, I was just like in complete disbelief that he would even make these comments. So let's read on. In the 27-second clip, said to be from 2013, Akademiks can be heard talking about having sex with minors and even saying that he has his own rules, which he follows, which is if someone has a college ID, he's going to have sex with them, whether they are underage or not. Now, he has spoken up since, and we'll get to that. So let's keep reading. So this is him speaking. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. DJ Akademiks, who was said to be 20 years old at the time, said. So this is what he said at that time. So basically saying there's really not a difference whether you're 20 and you're going with the 17-year-old or you're 21 going with the 17-year-old. It says just kind of means one's a minor and one's not a minor. But listen, I will say I adopted this rule, which I think is fine. I said, listen, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting effed. I don't care if she is pretty much 17. I don't care if she's 17. Wow. So, okay. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She gon' get this D. He said. These are the words that are or have come out of DJ Akademiks' mouth. The audio started trending on Tuesday evening and has drawn backlash from users on social media who called out the social media personality for his crass comments. On Wednesday, Akademiks popped up with a video defending himself and seeking to offer clarity as he claimed that he was, at the time, speaking about 24-year-old Tyga dating 17-year-old Kylie Jenner. So there was a lot of fiasco about that and a lot of talk about that situation as well when it came to the surface of the age difference between those two as well. What I was trying to say is that either you're 21 or 20, right? And someone's like 17. This is only the college dynamic, right? Because they put 4 years of kids together, just like they do in high school. I said, usually there's not much of a difference like when you're in college. You don't really see the difference, and I still believe that. He began as he carefully chose his words. So with this situation, I get what he's saying as far as like there are different ages mixed, whether you're in high school, college, and etc. But he goes on to say, at no point did I ever say that I F someone under 17 or 18. I was giving y'all an example. I said in college, I said 17 in college becomes a gray area because people don't ask for IDs. All right, so after reading all of that, now I definitely don't agree. It kind of sounds like now maybe he's backpedaling a little bit. Now, a few things I want to address. Of course, yes, he was about 20 years old at the time. And we talked about this in one of my previous videos, one of my recent videos, how I believe it was with Saucy Santana, how, the comments came back up and people go searching for things and it resurfaces. And, the whole cancel culture wants to come in and just kind of like cancel out a person's career and what they work hard for. Now, in some situations, if you're guilty of a crime or something, you just need to be held accountable for your actions. And, it is what it is. Depending on what the situation is and the nature of it determines whether you're able to move forward into a positive light or whether you need to be addressed or whatever. So in this situation now, had he been just 20 years old at the time, and of course 20 versus 10 years later is a totally different mindset. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with his 20-year-old opinion of it. Now he's saying that he was using, speaking as from the point of view of Tyga and Kylie Jenner dating, but some things he said was true. One, I don't agree with a 20-year-old dating a 17-year-old. If you're underage, if you're under 18, you're considered a minor. And that's just that. It doesn't matter. I know you have some 17-year-olds who are mature. You have some 17-year-olds who are in college. And it's the same thing with high school. In some states, here in Florida, a person could be in high school at the age of, I believe, up to the age of 21. And then you may have some freshmen who are as young as 13, 12, if they're really, really smart and have skipped some grades. So, of course, you're going to be in the same area at the same time. But it sounds like he's being a little, careless with the situation, because why wouldn't you want to be considerate? Why wouldn't you want to be careful to not date someone that is not of legal age? That's what's getting me. Why wouldn't you want to? Even now, you spoke up. You said that this whole situation was you speaking about Kylie Jenner and Tyga, but at the same time, you never said that you would or you have had sex with a minor. However, you haven't stated anything as far as your opinion about it today. Is it true? Do you still believe these things? We can't force you to talk about it, but if you're in a hot seat and this is what it's looking like, these are the things that came out of your mouth, regardless if it's 10 years ago or whatever. This should be addressed, and you should be letting us know. Let your fans know, your supporters know something. But it's just a thought. Yes, I understand. Okay, if you are on a college campus, people holler at people all the time. But there has been too much history of people lying about their ages, from the male and female side. So, it just kind of makes sense now to just cover yourself and go ahead and ask someone, hey, how old are you? And there's nothing wrong with saying, you look a little young, or, man, give them a compliment and say, I know you're in college, you look young, but can I see your ID? I just want to make sure. I just want to be sure. Can you show me, that you were born this day? Or better yet, if you feel like they look too young, just move on. There's plenty more people out there, plenty more fish in the sea. And that goes for both sides, because you have some older women who date minors as well. So that's my only thing. My only thing is him not really addressing the situation completely, leaving things out, kind of using the Kylie and Tyga situation as a cover up. And if it was him, talking about that at the moment, these are still this is still your opinion. This is still what you said. You said some things about still sleeping with them, even if, you're not checking any IDs. I just think that's careless and distasteful, so I don't know. You guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this situation here. Definitely is a little, sus. I'm just keeping it real, and, hopefully he'll see the big picture and see that this is not okay. Who cares if they are in college? Who cares? Just make sure, just ask for an age, cover yourself. Don't be so careless with the situation. Anyways, go ahead and subscribe. If you're loving these videos, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at D Nicole Speaks. And I will see you guys in the next video.